So for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm doing this on mount board, but you might want to do this on canvas, or you could do it on a glass bottle, or it would look really nice to edge a card as well. So with your Artsy Stones, we do them in the small and the medium, and you can create really nice effects with these. So basically what I'm going to do first is get my Cadence transparent relief paste, and this forms a really nice glue. It also works as a glaze. But it's got a really strong hold to it. So as you can see, I'm pasting it on, it sort of resembles PVA glue. So a nice thick coat of this, and the Artsy Stones, because they're actually made out of really dry granules of plaster, it will absorb all the moisture from that straight away. So if I go in with my slightly larger Cadence Artsy Stones and sprinkle a few just onto the surface, like this, and then I can go straight over with my hand and gently just press onto there to get them definitely set in. If I was to use a brush, I'll start to move them all around too much. And then I can go in with the smaller ones, and they will fill in all the little gaps. And already that is creating an effect that would appear to look like a crustacean under the ocean, all sorts of different effects, gravel, just a really nice texture. And once again, just press that down. So you want to leave that to dry and make sure it's fully dried out, which can take a couple of hours, but I have got one already dried here. So you can see all the stones are nicely set in there already, and the transparent relief paste has left a bit of a shimmer to there, but if you're going to paint it or you're going to add sprays to it, it will completely transform it anyway. But for this, I'm going to add some Cadence black gesso. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stipple it on, and the reason why I'm going to stipple it and not brush it is I don't want to add an extra force to the Artsy Stones to drag them away from the original position. If I was to do that, I might end up pulling them away. So if I go straight over the top and stipple it on, it will get into all the nooks and crannies of the Artsy Stones. And apply loads to it, the more texture the better. For this as well, we don't have to be too neat with it. It is creating your own embellishment, but at the same time, you can cut this afterwards, so you can make shapes with it still, and there's still plenty that you can do with it. So if I go all the way around it, making sure to cover it all, or you might not want to cover it all, you might only want to do it patchy if you're adding another colour as well. Go in there, sometimes you can hear them crunch a little bit. So there we are. So I would then leave that to dry, which only takes about 20 minutes, but for the purpose of this tutorial, I've got one that's dry here for you. As you can see, the gesso has dried a matte effect, and all of the Artsy Stones are definitely locked in place there. So now it's down to how you want to make them stand out. And for this, I'm going to use the Cadence Dora Wax in the gold colour, and this gold will really pop against the black. So if I use a stipple brush and go straight in there and go over the surface, they instantly pop out of that page. So this, you could use white, you can use all sorts of different colours, and it will still have the same effect because that Dora Wax has got that pearlescent to it. When it catches the light, you'll see it instantly starts to stand out. Also, for the Artsy Stones, I've got another one here, which I'll show you using the sprays. So these are your shimmer sprays. So if you give them a little shake and apply a few sprays to it, you can see already the effect that it's having. And if you were to let that dry, you can then rub some more wax into the surface of that. So if I get some wax here, start to rub it round, the stones have instantly absorbed all the moisture from that spray, so they dry really quickly. And then with this could be like to edge a card, or like say a canvas, and you've instantly got so much dimension to your work. So that is how to create a three-dimensional look with embellishing with Artsy Stones, and you can use many different types of media on this as well. I've chosen to use the spray and the wax, so I hope you like it.